Hey y'all, Bunkle here. Hope you've been having a great day. This video I'm going to be opening two 1987 jumbo pack, jumbo rack pack, jumbo whatever you want to call it, supersize packs. Each one has one special rookie card. Now 1987 is they're definitely cards that I really enjoy opening. It's the year that I was able to buy cards by the box for the first time in my life. I was late teens, early 20s, and I was already involved in the hobby as well as baseball cards, all of that stuff for years before. But I was making enough the jobs that I was working and enough side money to start buying cards by the box. So to me, that was a big thing. I actually bought my first case of boxes from a wholesaler in the Bronx at that time. Me and a good friend of mine at that time, Bobby. He later went on to become a cop in New York and got out of the police force, became a fireman, just recently retired as a fireman after his 20 years. Worked 9/11 and all that. Really great guy. Always wish the best for him. Don't know if he watches my videos. He may not. I don't know. But anyway, before I get started on these, just wanted to I hope everybody's doing great. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a blessed day. If you're watching this during the weekend, hope the weekend's blessed. I'm recording this, of course, during the holiday season, as it's called, or the Christmas season, as some call it. I call it the Christmas season, but different people may call it different things. And you know what? God bless them anyway. Anyway, so I'm going to get to ripping here. As I said, two of these jumbo packs. Now, 1987, it's seen a lot of fluctuations if you're looking at PSA pricing over the last year. I was just looking at the PSA card, PSAcard.com website. The main card in this set, of course, is the Barry Bonds. Now, the Barry Bonds has gone through some crazy fluctuations, post-COVID or pre-COVID or all of that. It's right now, it's the most recent sales at around $160. But somebody grabbed one, it seems, in February of 2021 for $900, almost a grand. There have been other sales in the $400 and $500 range throughout the year. So yeah, major drops. Now I'm not sure if it's because of population increase or just the economy, overall card market, all of that. So the Bo Jackson also has seen some major drops. I'd say just 9 out of 10 of the cards in this set, the top cards, have seen a jump and then a drop as far as price. I feel badly for the people that bought in at those prices thinking they'd continue going up. Don't know if it's a little bit of a bubble or what. Anyway, other cards that are of value, again, if you're going by PSA and looking at a PSA 10, the Pirates leaders, which of course is Barry Bonds as well. The first checklist, the checklist 1 through 132, not too common to find it in a PSA 10. A couple non-stars or minors, Rick Anderson, Larry Sheets, Mike Kingery. Again, it could be centering and all of that. The Strawberries up there, Mattingly, of course. You have a lot of Hall of Famers in this set also. And, of course, at the time, we didn't know they were going to be Hall of Famers. We thought they might be. I mean, Nolan Ryan, we knew was going to be a lock. Other players that we thought might be someday, who knows, ended up not there or not there yet, like Don Mattingly. Sorry about that, y'all. Had to step away. A little honeydew moment. As I said, it's holiday season, and right now it looks like Christmas and Hanukkah have kind of vomited all over our front yard and the front of the house. Tons of decorations and blow-ups and all sorts of stuff, and my wife likes to go all out. As far as decorating, I tend to be a little bit simpler, but you know what, to each their own, and so I'll get yanked from time to time to help hang this, put this, do that, and end up looking like the Chevy Chase house. Anyway, I love that Christmas movie, by the way. That's got to be my favorite Christmas movie. But everybody has their own favorite. What's yours? Anyway, getting back to these, as I said, I'm going to be going through these 87s. Now, there have been some price drops over the last year, and I did mention the Barry Bonds. Some of the other cards have also seen some drops in price, so... and that's in PSA 10. Now, of course, raw value, most cards in here are not worth more than $1 or $2, maybe a little bit more, but that's it. junk wax era. Cards were so overproduced from every brand. So unless somebody really wants something as part of their set, they don't have one. I think you could even find most of these cards on what they would call like a set break special on eBay or somewhere else for $1 each. Or if you wanted to buy a full set, you could probably put one together really, really cheap. Anyway, so we have our first part of the pack. I like opening packs. Now, I think I mentioned this on other videos also. These jumbo packs, they weren't always the easiest find where I grew up. Rack packs, absolutely. Wax packs, cello packs, but the jumbo packs, not really. Woolworths might have had them from time to time, but really not all that common. Anyway, let's get moving. And yes, this gum is 1987 gum. Nice having crunchy gum. Okay, if I start choking, I might step away for a second again. Have the Wall of Fame set up, and I have my frappers set up for anything that's good. So, we get rolling now. Starting with Mickey Tettleton. Nasty little gum stain across that. So, Tettleton is going to get tossed to the side. Terry Foster. Ron Shepard. Ooh, nasty. Mike Diaz. Jeff Lottie. Lottie Dottie. George Bamberger. Jerry Royster. Herm Winningham. Matt Young. Bip Roberts. Bruce Botti. Tim Burke. Now, I forget if it's him or Ed Lynch. I think it's Ed Lynch that in a 10. For some reason is over $100, probably because of centering. Now, if you notice what I was saying as far as centering is horrible in this year, like most other years. Going throughout the 80s and even before with Topps, quality control was rotten. Got Larry Herndon, Donnie Baylor, Joe Hesketh, Argenis Salazar, Bruce Bochy, Mark Sullivan, Neil Allen, John Cangelosi. Mets leaders, Strawberry and Carter. Very cool. I'll keep that on the side. I like that one. Eddie Milner, Kurt Young, Billy Allman. Not of the Allman Brothers, nope. Hal McRae, Kevin Mitchell. Supposed to be a great star. He had a decent career. Roy Lee Jackson, Steve Ontiveros, Scotty Geraltz, Floyd Bannister, Will Clark, Will the Thrill. Now, he was another one. Back when he was coming up and media hype and all that, everybody thought guaranteed Hall of Famer. He's going to be the Will the Thrill. Him and Wally Joyner were huge. I'm sure they had good careers, but not close and not good enough for Hall of Fame. The Hall of Very Good, as they call it. Hall of Almost Great. Todd Worrell, Jeff Stone, Alan Trammell. Great card there, great player. That one's really bent up weirdly. I don't know if you can see the big crease in there. And so is Mike Witt. Oh, well. And the Angels leaders. All right, not very nice. Jerry Hairston, Mike Greenwell. It's another one that was supposed to be a major superstar. Didn't exactly. That's why I always say with newer cards, modern cards, yeah, just because they have a great season or two, don't count them as Hall of Fame immediately. You got to wait until they have their whole career. Pete Incaviglia, John Schulze, Ricky Henderson. Nah, that's a great card. That's actually really nicely centered. That's going to go up on the Wall of Fame. I'll frapper those in a minute. Don Assey. Anyway, Dale Mahorsic, Rich Dotson, the Padres leaders, Jimmy Wilson manager card, zombie face, and Von Hayes. And Jimmy Williams did not look like he wanted to be there for that picture. All right, well, let's get the Ricky frappered up. Ricky was always one of my favorite players. I still say that. Everybody has players that, if they pay attention to any sport, that if they were lucky enough to watch during their lifetimes, it's a highlight in the sport. And Ricky was absolutely one of the best that I remember. There were others, of course. I really enjoyed watching Reggie do his thing. Derek Jeter with his thing. But Ricky was just a completely different personality and person altogether. Now, if you open in packs with a knife, At home, please be careful, kids. Your finger's more important. And anyway, you'll get a mess on the cards. Joke. Yeah, bad one, I know. There goes Wally World. All right. Now, as I said, he was supposed to be one of the huge rookies, and yeah, he had a few good seasons. Didn't really turn out to what everybody thought he was going to be. Tom Lawless, Juan Augusto, Kirk McCaskill, Sammy Khalifa. Any relation? Phil Garner, Bill Kruger, not Freddie, Rafael Santana, Terry Pendleton, Joe Cowley, Bruce Benedict, Greg Harris, Paul Zuvella, Pat Perry, Ruben Sierra, oh well there, Doug Sisk, Randy O'Neill, Steve Yeager, Oddibe McDowell, Lee Guterman, Yogi Berra, Astros uniform Yogi. Looks like he's just having a blast there. Tim Conroy, Phil Bradley, Lenny Dykstra, Mike Lavalier, Strawberry. All right, nice card there. Yep, needed a little bit of water for the gum there. Finally went down. Did not go down nicely. Now, Strawberry card in a 10, and I don't think that this would be in a 10. The centering is pretty rough top to bottom. Left to right is more or less okay, but top to bottom on that's ugly. But if you get a Strawberry and a 10, the last sale was $125, $125 on a PSA 10. So now I'm gonna put him on the Wall of Fame. I like Strawberry's story. True redemption story there. Ed Correa, Jerry Reed, Frank Pastore, Rick Roden, Wally World Joiner again. There we go. Gold Cup Special. And that one's really nicely centered. Oh, well, it is what it is there. Jim Fregosi, Gary Ward. There we go with that nasty bumps again. Middle of the pack bumps. It's weird that you get creased cards. I know in a lot of packs, Davey Lopes, in a lot of packs, if you're going to be seeing creased cards or dents or dings on the corners or the edges, it's usually not the middle of the pack. It's usually like first card, last card, or first couple, last couple. But no, this middle of the pack nonsense. Anyway, we got the Padres leaders here. Horrible centering there, if you notice. Looks like they're going to be falling out of the bottom. There was Zombie Williams again. Of course, I'll get him again. Von Hayes, Wayne Tollison, Mike Moore, Mike Laga, Charlie Kerfeld, Randy Neiman, Jesse Orozco, good pitcher for a bunch of years, Ron Renicky, Wayne Tollison, Jose De Leon, Steve Sachs, Ed Romero, George Hendrick, and Steve Buscemi. Not Steve Buscemi, Steve Buscemi. So let's get the Strawberry up there. Yeah, it was a pretty rough jumbo pack. Not all that much to write home about or tell anybody about. Most of those just end up in the team card pile or mixed up into other assorted random packs that I put together. I mean, they're in good shape, most of them, but again, not any of the players we'd really be looking for. All right, yeah, I'm not doing that one. Enough is enough. Ron Shepard, Mike Diaz, Jeff Lottie again, George Bamberger. I don't know. I remember the store Bambergers. I don't think it was him. Jerry Royster, Tom Lawless, Juan Augusto. Probably aged myself a million years with that Bambergers for anybody from New York. That and Alexander's. Ken Daly and Gimbals. Pat Sheridan. Tony Gwynn. All right, got a Hall of Famer. Yay. Not many, though. Chris Bando. Mike Bilecki. Lloyd Mosby. Seaver. All right, got 2 hits in a pack. Gerald Perry. Shawan Dunston. Ken Oberkfell. Mike Fitzgerald. Dan Plesac. Cecilio Guantes, Rick Mailer, Ron Robinson, Bill Russell, Paul Molitor. All right, well, catching up a bit now. Rob Wilfong, Barry Spillman, Barry Jones. Is he doing a Sudoku? Larry Anderson, Frank White, Tippy Martinez, Ray Fontenot, McGuire. Now that is one of the cards that we'd be looking for back when. I consider that McGuire's rookie card, not the 85. He was still college and Team USA and all that other stuff. But yeah, it's the Mark McGuire. Great card there. That was one of the ones we were hunting for. Clemens, great card there. Dick Williams, rather call him Bruce. Ron Davis, Twins leaders. John Cerruti, Earl Weaver, crusty old manager of the Orioles. Mark Portugal, another Clemens All-Star card. All right. Scotty McGregor, great pitcher. Rick Honeycutt. Terry Francona went on to be a great manager. Steve Lyons. Lou Whitaker again. Rick Rhoden. Bill Madlock. Lance Parrish. Carl Willis. And Mike Morgan. Let's get a few of those wrappered up here. The frapper's good to go. Make sure I can get my fingers working correctly. Get those up on the wall of fame. Nice to pull a McGuire. Bonds would have been better. Now, again, I'm going to end up going back through these because some of the common cards in great condition. Again, PSA 10 Gem Mint. Rick Anderson, Larry Sheets, Mike Kingery, Ed Lynch, the Expos leaders, Mariners leaders, Chris Bosio, Fernando Valenzuela, who wasn't a scrub, at least for a couple of years there, but Mike Maddox, the Dwight Gooden, trademark on front card versus no trademark. Dwight Gooden, of course, was a star. Tony Fernandez was kind of a star. I mean, I think his biggest highlight, although he probably wouldn't think so, was being the shortstop of the Yankees before Jeter was. And if not for him getting hurt, Jeter might not have gotten called up and may have eventually gotten traded away somewhere, dished off to something else, and would not have had the Yankee career he did. But yeah, all of those names I mentioned, Mike Trujillo, Kirk McCaskill, all of those cards in a 10. Now again, in a PSA 10, you got to worry about corners and edges and centering and all of that other stuff. But all of those cards are over $100. Now, more than likely, because first of all, we definitely treated these cards not great back in the day, and there's a million packs to still be opened. I'm sure of that. They overproduced this, but more so because of the centering. Again, centering does tend to be a bit nasty on these, so finding perfectly centered, that's going to be your beast. That's going to be the bear. All right, and we got the second part of the second jumbo pack here. Danny Tartabull. I mean, there were a lot of great rookies or greatly projected rookies back then, that's for sure. Kirk McCaskill. Sammy Khalifa again, not Wiz Khalifa. Phil Garner. Bill Kruger. Yeah, it looks like I'm just repeating packs here. Rafael Santana. Rick Mailer. Jimmy Key, great pitcher he was. Cal Daniels. Great card there. Carmelo Martinez. Nate Snell. Rick Shue. Willie McGee. All right. Great in-action card of him. Nick Gasaski. Bob Carney. Bob James. The Mariners leaders there. Now, as I mentioned, the Mariners leaders, that one looks, well, left to right. And you see this goes right here. This is kind of what I was saying again. In a mint 10, a PSA 10, this is $120. But the centering left to right, and top to bottom is not bad on this one, but the left to right, yeah, that's not a 10. So there goes your problem. In a 10, that's $120. In a 9, I think it's like 3. So it's not even worth grading. Why even take the chance when you know for sure looking at it, it's definitely not. Jim Morrison, Sammy Stewart, Alfredo Griffin, Dave Stapleton, Sid Bream, Lonnie Smith, Rafael Belliard, Darryl Strawberry. All right, nice Strawberry card there. All-star card of him. I'll Wall of Fame that one up. Got a frapper waiting for him. Bill Between the Legs Buckner. It's a shame. I mean, that's the one thing that Bill Buckner, and he had a really good career. He was a solid player, solid first baseman. Long career, you can see, he played since like the 1840s, I think. And he's known for that one play. That's pretty sad. Rest in peace, Bill. Toby Harrah, Ozzie Smith, all-star card. All right, that's a nice one. Badly, badly centered, though. Got Chili Dog Davis. Looks like he's upset. I don't know why he's got a kind of well-centered card. Maybe that's why he's upset that the card's not centered. Jeff Hamilton, Billy Joe Robidoux, Jorge Horta, Jamie Moyer, pitched like 915 years old, so I think he's still pitching somewhere. Ed Olween, Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer there. Not the future star we'd be looking for, but anyway. Jose Cruz, Cal Ripken, great Hall of Fame card there. Urbano Lugo, John Stefero, Ernie Camacho, not Macho Camacho. Gary Gaetti, he had a great career. Kevin Mitchell, again, one of those like Herbeck, Bernansky, not Hall of Fame, but yeah, you know, good solid career. Wade Krenchicki, Dan Petrie Dish, tough pitcher there. Him and Jim Morris, they had that nice 1-2 combo. You didn't want them coming to your stadium. I don't know if that's part of it. It looks like, I have to take a look at other Glenn Hoffman cards, but that just looks really weird coming out of his head there. Davey Lopes, Cliff Speck, and Harold Reynolds. So let's get these frappered up. And I guess this is where I say goodbye to all my company. So just wanted to say once again, I'm definitely happy y'all stopped by. Hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely appreciate everybody who stopped by, watched, comments, thumbs up, all of that great stuff. If there's anything that you would have put up on your wall of fame and I didn't, make sure you comment. Let me know. If there's anything that I said that maybe you know more than I do, or maybe I mispronounced somebody's name, let me know. And yeah, I know I goof on some people's names. His name's not Chili Dog Davis. I know that. Although, if I remember, that was one of his nicknames. Anyway, y'all take care. Stay well, stay blessed. Bunkle out.